Hello friend, welcome back to Toyota Maintenance YouTube channel. What you see here, it's 2005 Toyota Tundra with approximately 180,000 miles, and it came for a thorough inspection. It has a new owner, and the owner wants to know in very detail what is the shape of his baby. Exactly 20 days ago he made his decision. I don't know how you will call it. He went to the oil stop for a front differential service, a rear differential service, transfer case service, and auto transmission service. That costed this owner $441. Let's go and see together if it was done. So this is the front diff. This is the shape in which it is. That plug, it's pretty bad. That hex seems to be started stripping, and this will be the top right there. So that might have been kind of see some activity around here. Let's go and see the other parts. This is sealed automatic transmission, right? And if you look on these bolts, I think they are brand new. Normally this is silver, not gold color. So hopefully we will take a sample of this and we will find beautiful brand new fluid. Continuing to the transfer case. This area was definitely touched. Somebody did something around here, right? That's a filler. Will you say this was ever touched? Look at that. I don't see any sign of movement on this bolt, but I will inspect it later. Let's go back to the rear diff. Here we go, rear differential. Definitely, this is wet. This has like a small drip of oil on it, right? So somebody definitely touched this filler. This also seems to be wet. I don't see any touches on the 24mm from the socket, but I don't know. This is questionable. The only way for me will be to open it, get a little, very little sample, put my finger in that level, right? And I will do that. Now I read the whole thing, I have it right here, right? And I'm becoming a little bit sarcastic, because what they call automatic transmission service, the notes are these: synthetic other syn MATF Chevron synthetic multi-vehicle 3/4. So let's see what kind of magic this did to that transmission fluid. Why am I being sarcastic? Well, you know very well that this tranny is supposed to have only, without any exceptions, Toyota ATF WS, and that's all what I put in it, right? If I have a Toyotas, I deal with them with correct fluid. If I service Hondas, I better service it with the correct fluid, right? I will never put some aftermarket tranny fluids in either Toyotas or Hondas. So let's go get that fluid out, little sample, right? So we don't affect the level. How did they check the level? I have no clue. But let's go and see what is inside. And for this inspection, I just need a little sample. So here you can see absolutely clean and clear container, right? Here I will use the level one. This is the drain, this is the level, if I'm correct, and it's a 14mm. Can you see it? Oh yeah. And I will just slightly crack it open and collect a little sample of the fluid. That's all what I'm after here. This is inspection today, thorough inspection. I'm not doing any services for this new owner. Right? Should have cleaned it better. So far nothing. Give me a second. I'm trying to show it to you live, right? As these things happen. to go. Nothing hidden, so I'm being careful, and I don't want to alter the level of the fluid in tranny, right? So it will be, as I said, very small sample of the fluid, which should not affect the shifting and any operation of this sealed automatic transmission. Now I need both hands to correctly enter back that bolt with that washer, right? I mean, we can see there are aftermarket bolts, right? Oh Jesus, oh my God. I'm doing it live, right? As I said, I don't play some tricks. I'm not trying to put somebody down. I just want to show you how the transmission fluid in the sealed Toyota tranny looks like after it was serviced with the people who has no clue what they are doing, or they don't just care. They are there for business, right? They make a money there. Are they somehow attached to your Toyota and have a deep knowledge of it? No way. So this is torque back, it won't leak. And now, without any further ado, let's go look in that fluid. It's bad. And here goes our sample on the bench, right? I wish I filled it up completely to show you how bad it is. It was basically absolute nonsense what was provided to this owner. They diluted potentially really bad fluid. So here it doesn't show so drastically, right, how bad it is, the light, but you can see even the tiniest amount, you cannot see through it, which you're supposed to be able to see. It's black. There's already residue on the bottom of this catching container, right? And all of you know that it's supposed to be bright, beautiful color. So it looks like they did what they did, right? They just diluted with 3/4 that entire fill of the tranny. What should bother you as the owner of this vehicle? They put some kind of Chevron multi-vehicle tranny fluid instead of what's supposed to be there. This is, and only this should be in the tranny, that it lasts so long like they do last. I believe these transmissions were built excellent and they last forever, right? But they need to be correctly maintained. And when the owner will come, and I need to hurry because I promised it already like in 15 minutes and I still need to check the rear brakes, right? Completely take it apart. It's a drum, so I have no idea how the shoes are inside, right? So I need to hurry. But when he will come back, the bottom line is you just flushed the money down the toilet on that tranny service. That if you just bought this Tundra, has a higher miles, that needs to be serviced properly, that needs to be completely flushed, get rid of that old junk and put correct Toyota WS fluid in it, right? And I guess this video cannot stop. I was hoping my rant and complaining it's over, so I went to the transfer case, right? Excuse me. And you remember, this plug looked like it wasn't touched, so if it wasn't touched, how did they change the transfer case oil? So I cleaned around and I'm going to take a sample. I already cracked it open and that's why I'm back here and you are watching it. Look at this. This is 400 miles ago, exactly 20 days. Wow, are you serious? Wait, what you will see, what I'm catching right now out of the transfer case. This is absolutely contaminated, disgusting matter. I will not even call it gear oil, what is coming out of it. For a purpose of absolute transparency, right? So somebody doesn't say I'm making some jokes here. because I already named the company. It's a local oil stop. Look, is it a freaking milkshake? What is this? This is supposed to be full synthetic 75W90 in this transfer case. What is coming out? Contaminated gear oil, which is full of water, or basically, right, condensation. The level was pretty good, and I was, unfortunately, and I'm sorry to say it, I was right. Nobody ever drained that. I will read description from this Chevron duplicate. We will serve people with excellence, humbly, with a servant's heart. Transfer case service. Synthetic RPM, I don't know why it's called RPM 7590, synthetic 7590, 75W90, Chevron Havoline synthetic, 2 pounds. They say it was a 2 pounds. So I will go ahead. I just called the owner. He actually left on the bike. He was just hanging around here, right, on the bike to go kill the 2 hours which I take for these services. Take a time to do it thoroughly. I will close this and I will show you this sample. And I said, the owner, please come over. I have some crazy stuff for you here to consider, see, inspect. So that was the tranny, right? That's after service of the transmission. Look at this. This is transfer case fluid. These fluids, right, fully synthetic, 75W90. I should pump for you. I have it right here. This is what I use for these, right? We will pump the sample in another clear container so you can see how it looks like. It's unbelievable. So I have another small sample bin, right? Let's pump it out. You can see what is going on, right? I will have to put it back somehow, right? But this is the 75W90 full synthetic. This is basically most expensive for this purpose, right? Look at it, completely different story, right? We will put it side by side. And let's go see how it looks side by side. I put it on top of the box which has some print on it, right? This is what I got, very thin sample, right? There's not much in it. Look how thin it is. Can you read the text underneath it? Look at it. Disgusting. And I was unfortunately right that lower plug, which is for drain, was untouched. Do you see how thick is this one? How much I put in it? Just to give you a sample, I should even lower make it comparable, right? So, well, what you can see, nothing. Absolutely bad situation. We still didn't check that rear diff, right? So number one, as you expect, you guys are experts. You always tell me, hey, don't forget to mention in the video, there is a breather valve, it needs to be freely spinning. Well, it wasn't. It was completely stuck. It was dirt all over here. So I break it loose, right? Nobody touched that. So let's take a sample or try to see if it will overflow, right? I will not open the bottom. Let's open this one and see what is inside, how is the level, what will come out. Okay, the moment of through, I clean that with the brush. Let's see what will come out of here. It was also supposedly done. Oh, and as usually, you guys know, it should be very slightly coming out, but it doesn't mean anything if the level is right there, which I believe it is. I don't want to get in your way, but I actually see the level, it's correct. It's just miniature tiny droplet down, and I think this fluid is actually new. So I think they did this one and they just absolutely didn't touch the transfer case. And now comes the very greatest ending. We see these new plugs on that tranny, right? So I totally bought into it and I started looking around for the other parts. Well, let me show you where is the filler plug, which has written WS on it. And I will zoom on it for you. And you tell me, did anybody touch this plug 20 days ago? Did anybody fill this transmission? Right? Because these are two drains. One is for level and one is for draining it. Do you think anybody used this filler plug? It says nicely WS, which belongs there. No, it's untouched. And this video will probably never stop because understandably the owner doesn't want to leave this horror inside of the transfer case. So we will have a chance actually catch it and see what is really inside. I clean around here and here we go. Look at that milkshake. This is unbelievable. I'm catching it in that clear can, plastic can from sauerkraut. Talking about the coronavirus, right? Everybody needs to eat a lot of sauerkraut from Germany because that builds your immune system, right? I bought 1 or 2 of those, but I just forgot to eat it. So good, thank you for reminding me. Gotta go home and have some sauerkraut. And here it's going, right? You can see it coming. This is absolutely unbelievable what we are catching here. It's so bad. It's no way somebody touched this. So transfer case has a brand new fluid. Let's go and take care of this automatic transmission fluid. Let's see what will come out of it. I have a catching pen here, right? We will see. That was a little sample previously we took. Let's see what will come out of it right now. So you can see this confirms, right? This is a drain and the other one is the level adjustment opening. So here you can finally see what came out of that automatic transmission, right? So I will say this is average. The problem is that they put the wrong automatic transmission fluid in it, right? Of course somebody might say, hey, what is this guy's problem? He's some kind of drama queen. You can put any fluid, you can mix it, you can put whatever you want in it, right? So if you look in your 2005 owner's manual, right, the Tundra, let's put it on the table here, but it's just right here. Yeah, so it's not my opinion or experience. This is what's supposed to be used. And I will let you to do your own conclusion about this whole situation, right? I filmed it for you, what I discovered today. I'm already redoing it. So that's all from me in this video. I gotta go. I need to finish this truck and give it back to the owner. Please make sure you are subscribed because I will always film a lot of stuff for you on this channel. Thanks for watching and have a great day and stay away from that coronavirus. Be safe.